All right, let's get started. Hey everybody, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and today I'm going to do kind of a quick update. I haven't been on camera in God knows how long. It's been at least a few weeks. The video editor I had has moved on, and I'm actually still searching for a video editor now. So if you see this video, it means I edited this myself. So whatever crappiness there is in the editing, you can blame me, because I am not a video editor. I've never been trained in editing video, and I have done very little at all in terms of video editing. So I guess first off, let's give you an update on what has happened since the last time I've had a video out. So first off, the hiring process. I phone screened, I believe it was 8 or 9 individuals, and maybe it was 10 or 11. I phone screened a bunch of people and got that down to 4 people who came in for interviews. All 4 seemed like solid candidates at the time, and relatively hard to choose. 2 kind of stood out. I struggled for a while to figure out which one to extend an offer to. I sent an offer to one, and the first person unfortunately had already received an offer for a position that I guess better aligned with their career goals. One of the problems that comes up with hiring somebody who isn't part of the Mecha Warehouse family, if you will, that's not already a fan of the brand, is if it's not your dream job, there's going to be a lot of better opportunities out there, to be frank. The second individual I sent an offer to pretty soon afterwards. And since I was so torn about which one to choose in the first place, I figured it was a pretty obvious, opportunity to just pull the trigger and give that a try. They accepted the offer, which was great. But then, not even 24 hours later, they sent me a message to say that they had accepted another offer for a salaried position close to full-time with another company and offered to do the work as a contractor. Whoa. I'm sorry, but you're not going to flip the script on me and change the terms like that. Even if that was something that I would have considered, a couple weeks prior, you're not going to try to leverage me into that. That's just, no, screw you. That's not how this is going to work. And I honestly had a few reservations about that individual anyway, that came up later in that process while things are going on. So that was the end of that. So back to the drawing board. I've got those 2 other candidates I interviewed. Both could potentially do the job, and I haven't, as of the airing, or at least the recording of this video, haven't sent them notes yet. I probably will before I air this, hopefully. But I'm also interviewing a few other people that had submitted resumes after I had narrowed down the field, because there are a few interesting candidates there. But I'm stuck in this interesting impasse where the amount of work that happens here in the warehouse fluctuates so much day to day. This week was crazy. We made a big announcement, which I'll talk about in a few moments, over the weekend, and we had higher than normal sales volume over the weekend, at least since we've been in the warehouse. And for the first time since I don't remember when, I wasn't able to get all the weekend's orders out on Monday. Some of them went out on Tuesday. We had two full cart days, if you will, with the cart that I fill up with packed orders. And so great, love all the orders. But on the other hand, I was flat out and probably should have been in on Sunday if I had known that the number of orders was that high and had better understood what it would take to pack those orders I had. So this week, Monday and Tuesday, pretty much taken up. Today's Wednesday. By late afternoon on Wednesday, I'm pretty much mostly caught up on stuff. There's a few other things I can do, but I'm obviously recording this and considering editing it because I've got a little bit of spare time. And so that fluctuation in time has me wondering if I should be trying to edit all my own videos for a while, and maybe if anything I hire some warehouse help to help me pack orders on those busy days when I know I'm going to have a lot of packing to do, which then frees up my time on those days to do other things, or helps me get more done in that limited amount of time. But I'm not quite sure. It's a struggle to figure out. So if anybody has any insights, definitely post down in the comments. I would love to hear your input on whether you think one, if this video is any good, if the editing was any good, if I should try shooting and editing all my own videos for the time being, or what I should do with that. We'll see where that goes. Maybe I just really need to buy a great laptop for myself and invest in some good software and just spend the time figuring out how to edit. It's just that constant struggle, because some days I am super busy and feel like I'm completely overwhelmed, and other days things aren't so bad. I still got a lot to do, but I'm able to muddle through one thing after another. So we'll see what happens there. All right, next topic, the new announcements I mentioned. So on Saturday, we had a tremendous live stream. We had one of the largest live streams I've had in a while. People wanted to show up and check out what the big hubbub was all about. Had a great guest, Nickel Models, one of our sponsored builders, who happens to be also a tremendous artist. And Nickel created for me at my request. I commissioned him to make a piece of artwork that was supposed to represent the Mecha warehouse robot fleshed out. I gave him the task to create the box art for the Mecha warehouse robot kit if we were ever to make it. It was basically kind of how I framed the problem for him. And he did it. This is what he came up with. The framed one here. I'm going to hang this in the warehouse. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe. We'll bring some hanging supplies to the warehouse. Post that up here in its full glory up on the screen. This is an amazing piece of art, in my opinion. It blows me away every time I see it. He created it in such high resolution. The image takes actual time to download, which is kind of crazy on a 200 gigabyte per second or whatever it is, gigabit per second internet connection. Absolutely crazy. So those posters are up for sale, $14.99 on the website. It's an 18-inch by 24-inch poster, and a great addition to your model corner building area, whatever you want to call it, in your house if you are a fan of the Mecha Warehouse brand. If you don't have that much space, we also have t-shirts and stickers. The sticker, I think, also came out great. We'll post this image up on there. It's basically the robot itself cut out. It's actually very large. Here's the normal Mecha Warehouse sticker if you've received an order or two from us. So you can see it's a much larger sticker. We're packing these in every order we ship that totals $50 or more before we add shipping. They're also available for $6 on the website. The t-shirts are $20. We actually added, we brought in the classic t-shirt with the Mecha Warehouse logo, is also available on the website again. They were out of stock for a little while. We are now shipping them from here. So it's a lot easier to throw one in an order and save on shipping. They were $25 before because we had to pay for shipping from a drop shipping supplier that would print them on demand. So you can get them a lot faster now if they're in stock, and you can get them for significantly cheaper if you're adding them to an order. Those are $20, I think I mentioned. So if you are a big fan of Mecha Warehouse, if you place that order while we have supplies left of these stickers, you'll get one of these. If you want one of those posters, highly recommend it. They look amazing. Big, beautiful, high res. I stop every time I see the sticker or the poster myself. I'm just in love with the design. Nickel did a great job, and I couldn't be happier. Okay, next subject. Big news. I wanted to post a video about this last week, but I didn't have time, and that is the PG RX-78 Unleashed. I don't know if there's been a kit release in the recent past, other than maybe the MG-EX Unicorn that just came out, that has been so talked about and so controversial. It's been a little while since this has happened, I think. And from everything I've read on the internet so far, it basically broke the internet. Some of the major shops actually went down. Their websites were just flooded with orders and they couldn't keep up, and the website itself went down. Bluefin, the importer of the United States, they actually allocated kits to all the shops based on, I assume, their previous sales volume or order volume for kits in the past. And so we got a limited number, as did a lot of our competitors who actually oversold because they offer those pre-orders before they have those kits actually ordered and they have a confirmed number on order, which blows my mind. We've always waited until we know what we have because I hate disappointing people. It happens occasionally. I'm not perfect, but I always wait. I think it's big. It's a big deal. It's really important to make sure you can actually deliver on things like pre-orders, because if you pre-order at one place and you can't get it, but you could have pre-ordered it somewhere else and actually gotten it, then that's relatively important, right? By being promised it to be delivered on time from supplier A when supplier B actually could deliver on that promise, that makes a big difference. And I think it's an important trust factor for your customers. So rest assured, if you ever place a pre-order with Mecha Warehouse, until I have a much better understanding of it, at least, we will never accept pre-orders prior to having commitments for those kits. With that in mind, if you ever want to place a pre-order, you can do that by sending me an email at nick@mechawarehouse.com. Let me know which kit you're looking to pre-order. We post pre-order lists right now on the Mecha Warehouse Discord, and at some point in the next few months, we will probably start offering pre-orders on the website. I've tried to avoid it because pre-orders offer a lot of problems, but I don't know if I really want to get into all that right now, but the biggest problem that happens with pre-orders is people pre-ordering something, adding something else to their cart at the same time, and obviously it won't ship until the whole order's there. And if you don't understand that, it causes a lot of friction. So what we ended up doing, we got our pre-orders in, we found out our allotment and ordered some additional for the second delivery, which would be in April, and we offered them on our Discord as a lottery, basically, to see who could get them in December, since we had a limited supply. I think it worked out fairly well. We did mention this on our email list, so if you're not on our email list, definitely get on that. And another great perk of being on the Mecha Warehouse Discord is getting some of those heads up about things before they come out, and yeah, just being ahead of the curve on all that stuff. Let's see, what else is new? I guess the last thing I'll talk about is restocks. We've gotten a lot of restocks over the last couple weeks. When you're seeing this, we either have or are about to post up, I think, our third or fourth fairly large restock since moving to the warehouse. So we're pretty well stocked now. We've got a lot of stuff in and a lot of stuff incoming. I've been focused on getting kits in here. We've got some major tool orders on the way that should be showing up in the next couple weeks. Placed a paint order earlier this afternoon, and we'll be placing more over the coming days and weeks to get that stuff caught up. So if you haven't checked out the website in a while, definitely go to mechawarehouse.com and browse around, especially check out the new stock and restock lists to see what came in the last week, and check that out. So I'm not sure what else to say other than thank you. Every day, especially over the last week or so, I have become even more just the feeling of gratitude for being able to do this in the way that I'm able to do this and focus my attention on building this business around something I love, and all the support I get from you guys is just amazing. So thank you so much. Definitely hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe and that notification bell so you can see future videos, and we'll definitely catch you next time. Later, guys.